Hello everyone! Welcome to Have and to Roll Till Death Saves Do Us Part, our tabletop role-playing RPG gaming series. My name is Oliver, and I will be your storyteller and your dungeon master for today's game. With me is my player, Robin.
Hello everyone!
She'll be playing Annelisse. A level 7 bard currently, yeah?
No, I'm level 6.
Level 6 bard. Well,
Should I be level 7?
No,
I can level her up right now.
No,
if
you're level
you
6.
want.
Crap, I need to change everything. it's all good. It's all good. Today we're continuing our Land of Vampires campaign, which is a one-on-one D&D campaign. It is written by the people over at Grove Guardian Press. Their information is in the About section on our Twitch channel. They produce duetting D&D focused content. So if you're interested in that, or if you want to play through this campaign that we're playing through, head over there and check them out. Robin, do we have any announcements today?
Yeah, I forgot I did that.
You have to do something, Robin.
Yes, I guess we do have to do something here. I can't just sit here. So yes, as well as seeing us here on Twitch, we are also available on pretty much all forms of social media. You can follow our different social medias from the links in the About section here on our Twitch page. We stream our D&D game every Sunday, our Just Chatting stream every Thursday, and Oliver streams some wonderful gaming streams every Friday, and whenever he's bored and feels like jumping on.
Yeah, pretty much.
We also have a growing Discord community, and we would encourage everybody who either watches us here or is listening to us on podcast to come over, join the community, and chat away with us between streams. And I guess that's everything, or almost everything. Next weekend, we shall not be here on Sunday next weekend.
No, we're away next week.
We are away LARPing. We shall be in the field hitting one another with swords.
Yeah.
Well, other people with swords, but you know.
Oh, we'll probably be hitting each other with swords, I imagine.
Probably hitting one another.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that, Robin. Right, do you want to jump in and start playing some D&D?
Let's do it. Let's play some D&D.
Okay, so last time, Annelisse and Varook returned to the town of St. Sebastian after Kalina was taken by an agent of the dread vampire Nasark. They brought the heart of the field to the alchemist Lazarus, who told them that he could not do anything with it. But the party then talked with Sebastian himself, who speculated that the lost Fane of Eronia, one of the four sisters, may very well be located in the Killing Fields, an ancient battlefield of Drago's wars. On the road to the Killing Fields, the team came across a group of seemingly undead-looking knights calling themselves the White Lancers. The leader of the Knightly Order challenged Annelisse to a duel. However, the knights' attacks proved mostly ineffective against Annelisse for some mysterious reason, and the knights fled, vowing that their conflict was not yet concluded. Arriving at the Killing Fields, the heart of the field started pulsing with energy like a heartbeat, getting stronger and the further they traveled in, following these alien-like vines that formed some sort of weird circulatory style path to a crimson growing destination. So Annelisse, as you're following these vines, the crimson glow is growing and growing as you see the vines all come to a point, and you see a large structure. It looks like a very large cornucopia, if you know what that is. It's like a the American listeners may know this more. Think of like a harvest festival, something that gets put in. It's like a big basket horn type thing.
Oh, right, okay. Yes.
Yeah. It looks like that. However, from where you are currently, it looks like there are some sort of kind of black webbing around it, and it's glowing red.
Well, that looks rather ominous.
Yeah, well, if it's not the Fane, then it's something interesting.
I mean, like, it does look pretty bad, and I'm pretty convinced that it is really bad, but, like, just in case, I'm going to do a little spell, and it'll tell me if it's definitely bad or not. And she takes out her lute, and she casts Detect Evil and Good.
Okay, so you... what's the range on Detect Evil and Good?
30 feet.
Okay, and it can detect...
So for the duration, if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead. We also know if similarly, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that is magically consecrated or desecrated. It goes through most barriers, such as 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, lead, and then 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay, so everything around you is magically consecrated. You're not getting pinged for any of the other creature types that you mentioned in that spell description there, but literally everything is magically consecrated, especially that large structure in front of you.
Okay. Well, I have good news. The good news is that, there's no, undead or anything here that I can see. So, no limbs coming out of the ground to grab us, so that's always good.
Yeah, it's always a plus.
But everything here is, magically consecrated.
Great.
So I think we just go up and touch it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Let's just get closer to it and see. I mean, as she looks down to her necklace, with the big sort of gem on it. Is that changing or doing anything different?
It's a strong pulse. It's because it's on your chest as well. It feels like your heart is beating out of your chest. That's how hard it is. Like someone's got a small, stick and is batting you on the chest, and the rhythm of a heartbeat.
Yes, I mean, I think it wants to get closer to it. Let's keep going closer, but just let's watch where we put our feet, just in case there's a trap or something.
Okay.
And she'll start carefully walking towards the big thingy.
Okay, as the structure starts coming into view, you can see that the entrance, if you can imagine the giant cornucopia, the entrance to it seems to be moving. It seems to be crawling, and as you get closer, you can see what look like large, very, very large flies crawling around it, like some kind of grotesque colony. And the crimson light is shining through these bodies, making them silhouetted against this structure. And you can see them crawling over it. And the closer you get to it, the more you realize this is a huge structure, and also that these insects are also huge. Are you going to continue moving towards it?
I'm going to think about doing something really stupid.
That's what I like.
Those big insects over there are really, really big. And they look a little bit scary. How many can I see? How many big insects?
Do a perception check.
I rolled a 17 and my perception is a +6. So that's 23.
Okay, you can see 4 you can see 4 of these large insects, and because you have this kind of like veiny structure, almost like kind of mangled tree branches around this structure as well, that the light is shining behind, is quite difficult to tell. It seems like the whole thing's moving, but you can pick out about 4 of these large, they look like blood-sucking insects of some kind. But looking closer, you can see right at the mouth of this cornucopia is a very large maggot-bodied insect.
Just gonna take another look at my very low intelligence. Okay, so I got an idea. Right. Okay, Varook, you trust me, right? I'm sure this will be fine, but there's something I could do, and like if it works, then these big like weird insect things might actually listen to me. Who knows? She's gonna take out her staff.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry.
Well.
I'm just going to point it towards these big flies, and she's going to cast the giant insect on the giant flies.
Okay.
And I can read out what this does while you frantically look to see if it's actually possible.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to make me look at creature types. You can read it out if you like.
You transform up to, and it lists a load of like normal insects, but at the bottom it does say like GM discretion. You could use other similar insects.
Okay, so these are these flies are like the size. They're bigger than your head.
Okay.
But they're also beasts. They're not insects.
I don't know. It doesn't say insect. It says, I just kept saying insect. It says centipedes, spiders. So they're not both insects. Wasps, scorpion. Yeah. So it's got a combination there of things that are insects and things that are not. So I don't know if it affects things that are beasts, because a spider would be classed as a beast, right? I don't think it'd be, or not, whatever. And then it says that each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat, blah, 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 blah. Giant for the duration. The GM may allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you transform a bee into a giant version, etc.
Okay.
These are already giants. So I don't think it's going to do anything, but Annelisse is stupid.
They are already giant.
Okay.
What I'm going to let you do though is I'm going to let you contest a wisdom save.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So do me a what's your spell save DC? What should I say?
16.
16. Okay, and what's the number of creatures you can control?
10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion.
Okay. Let me just see what the save would be if there was one.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It was complicated.
You put insects in front of me.
Wow, you're thinking in front of your feet. You're thinking in front of your feet. Thinking on your feet. I like it. I like it. Right. Okay.
Because, like Varook, maybe I could just, tell them all to buzz off or something.
Yeah. Read out the staff. Sorry, I know you've already half done it once, but read it out again.
Okay.
So I get this right.
You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into giant versions of their natural forms for the duration. A centipede becomes a giant centipede, etc., etc. Each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat they act on your turn each round. The GM has their statistics. A creature remains at its giant size for the duration until it drops to 0 hit points or until you dismiss it. And finally, the GM might allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you were to transform a bee into a giant version of itself.
Okay, I'm not going to say completely no, but these are already giant and they're not really insects, and because you have to grow them to get control of them, and you don't know what it is yet, but something failed its wisdom check on you.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you can take control of one of them.
Okay. Cool. So it's got control of one of them. She's gonna be like, oh look, right, that's okay. Like one of them is like listening to me. Now, I was going to just ask them all to buzz off, but perhaps I might just keep that there just for a bit. We could go a little bit closer, and maybe I could get it to do something for me.
Well, I mean, what do you think it's going to do? Should we
I
bring it
don't
over
know, like attack its friends for me.
Right. What about that big one?
That's like a really big one. I don't think the fly will have much of effect on that. Or maybe if the other flies see one fly flying away, they might be like, oh, where are you going? And if that guy's trying to like control the flies, he might be like, oi, where are you all going? And that is our chance to get him. Okay, right. Hey, you, fly. Buzz off.
You're just saying buzz off?
I'm saying buzz off.
Okay, I'm gonna let's see. Okay. So one of the flies starts flying straight towards you and Varook. And as it flies overhead, yeah, you can see it's larger than your head, and it looks like some sort of sticky, grotesque looking, almost like a fat, blood sucking insect, and it's got a long kind of sharp, like mandible. It's pretty freaking gross looking, and it flies kind of over your head and just keeps going.
Okay, well that is like terrifying. Like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that now we could just like start to get a little bit closer to it, and like hopefully maybe they're on our side.
Sure. Are you sure we want to do this, Annelisse?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Oh,
we need to head that way, right?
Should we just go kick their ass?
I think so. Before we do that, I'm just going to do a little something to you. Just come here.
Yep. He's the half orc shape of Varook kind of shuffles over to you.
And she will take his hand and just be like, and she's gonna cast enhance ability.
Nice.
And she's going to go for Bull's strength.
Yeah.
The target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles.
Nice.
I want to, just in case, I don't know, something tries to grapple him.
Something bad happens.
Like if something bad happens. She's like, okay, you should feel like a little bit stronger now.
Great.
Are
we just going to approach a caution? Or are we just running in? Or what are we going to do?
I think we run in. We run now, right? We should run now.
Charge?
We charge. Let's charge.
Okay, roll it. Okay, roll it. Fucking hell, roll initiative.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Right.
Sorry, but not really. Oops. Dropped my pen everywhere.
Right, Annelisse gets 21.
21 for Annelisse.
And Varook, his dex 1. He gets a 13.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Varook keep running.
Okay, so Annelisse is you're up first. You're running at this hive, and as you get closer, yeah, you see that the larger insect has this kind of bulbous, sticky-looking, slimy body with a similar looking mandible to the flies, but it is like on the ground, like in front of the entrance, and it looks at you as you approach. The 3 remaining flies start to motivate and start looking at you. What do you want to do?
She takes out her lute and she goes, "It's getting hot in here. Let's ignite all your flies. It is getting so hot. I'm going to set your flies alight." And she casts... I'm so sorry. And she casts Firebolt.
Oh, God, Firebolt, okay.
Oh no! I rolled a 2.
A 2's not going to hit. No matter who you are shooting at.
Well, it's all down to you, Varook. You got this, big boy. And she inspires Varook. That's the end of her turn.
Varook, he's like, yeah, let's do it. So as you run, yeah, I'm assuming you're not like in you didn't want to run into melee. There was a ranged spell attack, so.
Let's not run into melee with the big bug person.
Okay, cool. So let's just say you and Varook are still side by side. However, the 3 of the remaining flies of blood flies are coming straight at you. One's going to try and attach itself to you, Annelisse. That's a 21 to hit, Annelisse.
Yikes! Yeah, that whoa! I'm hurt. I should have healed myself. Yeah, that hits.
You're hurt. You take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And this fly is like attached to you. It's like attached to your shoulder.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
The next one goes for Varook. Oh man, 22 to hit Varook.
Yeah.
And that is a 4 piercing damage to Varook.
4. Okay.
And the last one, let's see, who's it going to go for? It's going to go for you, Annelisse. Oh man, 23 to hit, Annelisse.
Yeah.
For 3 piercing damage.
Oh shit! I really should have healed myself. Okay.
Okay. It's now Varook's turn. You have two of these blood-sucking flies, and Varook has 1.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Varook is going to... Oh, what should he do, actually? He's going to try and pull the fly off him first. Can he do that?
Yeah, it's an action to take the fly off him.
That should be fine, because then he's got, like, extra attack, so then he can go and attack afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's action try to take the fly off.
So, it's basically just an action that you can just pull it off.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he pulls it off.
Yeah.
He takes out his sword.
Yeah.
And he goes to, like, skewer the fly on the sword.
How many actions does he have?
It's extra attack, right?
But he has to attack once.
Oh, that's what I was asking. I
Yeah.
thought, Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Okay, he's taking it off then, and that will be the end of his turn then.
Okie doke.
Can't do anything else.
The brood mother is going to hold an action. And it's now Annelise's turn.
Okay, Annelisse is going to... Trying to think of a good way of doing this.
You've got 2 of them on you.
I know, that's the thing. I've got 2 of them on me, and I'm like, I've got a feeling they're going to do something to me next turn. So she'll pull one off as her action.
Yep.
And then as her bonus action, she's going to try and heal herself, actually.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to use... She can use Cure Wounds on herself, right?
Yeah.
She's going to Cure Wounds, but she's going to do it... There we go. Cure Wounds, 2d8 plus 3.
So you grab one off, you pull it off you.
That's 8 points of healing. Oh dear, I'm really hurt. That'll be the end of her turn.
Could you do cure wounds then? Cure wounds. I thought cure wounds is an action. You mean healing word, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, healing. My
Yeah,
gosh,
healing word.
I am so bad at this game. Let me see. Where's healing word? Healing word.
I just assumed you meant healing word.
I did, but I think I might have rolled the wrong dice. No. Wait. Yeah, I rolled the wrong dice. 1 second. I've got the exact same number. 8. That's fine. Okay, that is the. Oh wait. Healing word is higher. It's 8, 9, 10. That's 10 healing.
Well done.
Cure wounds is higher, but I rolled shit. Okay, that's the end of her turn.
End of your turn. It's now the fly's turn, so you still have 1 on you, Annelisse. You lose 5 hit points from blood loss.
Okay.
And the remaining 2, that one that you pulled off is going to try to get back on to you.
Okay.
That's a 9 to hit though this time.
Oh, good.
And the next one is going to try and get back onto Varook with a 16 to hit Varook.
Sorry, I don't have it up. Yeah, but can Annelisse vicious mockery it? Not vicious mockery, cutting words.
Yeah, I'm cutting words.
It's going to be like, well, fuck me, that face. Hell must just be like wallpapered with you.
Okay, roll your d8.
I rolled 1, which is just what I needed.
Reduces it to 15.
Yeah, just what I needed.
Yeah, you get the idea that the fly was maybe just distracted more by the noise than what you said to it, but still distracted enough not to latch itself onto Varook. That brings us round to Varook's turn.
Varook is going to take out his big sword and he is going to hit the fly.
Yeah, hit the fly in front of him.
With his sword.
Yeah.
Geez, my rolls are terrible. I rolled an 8, but let
misses.
me see. I've not added it on. 1 second. I rolled an 8. Let's see, where is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
A 14 just hits.
Awesome.
Yeah.
14. Oh, so that's a 10. Gosh. Right, so that is 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. It's a fly, right? So even though it's a large fly, it's still a squishy insect. Varook's sword just goes right through it and explodes.
Woo.
In a pool of like ichor and butt and blood.
Extra attack. It's gonna hit the next fly. Oh well, I rolled I rolled a 19. He crits on 19s.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's
So
dead. It's dead. It has 2 hit points.
I want to roll.
it's
10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
it's dead.
Yeah, I guess that's like the end of his turn.
Okay. You're not gonna like this.
Great.
You see in head next to the cornucopia. Oh, that's not as bad as it could have been. Out of the gross backside of this large maggoty insect, another one of these flies is birthed and starts making its way over to you. It's Annelisse, your turn.
Okay. Has she still got one attached to her?
You do, yeah.
Yeah. She's going to have to use her action to take it off. Yep, she uses her action to take it off.
Varook can use his action when it's his turn, but it's up to you. Obviously, the
Varook
fly
does
goes
more
before.
damage. She needs his actions. She will use her action to take the fly off. And she will... Can she drink one of the potions on her belt with a bonus action?
Yes.
She's going to drink... Is that 2d4 plus 2?
2, yep. For regular healing potions.
4, 5, 6, 7 points of healing. Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Right. And that is the end of her turn.
End of her turn. So these 2 flies, one's going to try and get back onto you, Annelisse, for an 18. Ooh, I guess that hits.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, there's so many things open here, and I'm still quite bad at finding it. I can increase my AC to 18, but that is the highest I can increase it.
Yeah.
So it gets on.
Okay, well you take 2 piercing damage.
Yep.
And it is attached to you. The next one's going to fly over to Varook.
Yep.
Rolls a natural 1 though, so doesn't manage to attack him. You two are currently we're doing a very Stranger Things. It wasn't even planned to be like this, but yeah, it's a little bit like that with the little bats in that TV show.
I hope it doesn't end that way.
No. It's now Varook's turn.
Okay, Varook is going to hit the fly that's flown over with his big sword.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me see. I rolled a 6 plus 6 is 12. I know that doesn't hit. So he's going to use his inspiration.
Inspiration, yeah.
Rolled an 8 on the inspiration, so I guess we're now hitting.
Yes, you're hit.
And he's going to... I have lost a dice. Oh no, there it is. Woo! That's 9, 10, 11, 12 points damage.
Splat.
And then, can he extra attack really carefully, like skewer the one that's on Annelisse?
Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah, I'm gonna allow it. Yeah, it's fine.
Don't be a 1.
I was gonna say disadvantage, but I'm feeling generous. Go on.
Rolled an 11, 6, 7, 17.
17 hits, yeah.
Woo! 8, 9, 10, 11 points damage.
Splat.
That's the end of his turn.
As he's like, move to the side. Yeah, takes it off you. He still has movement left.
No, he's gonna stay there just now.
Okay.
That's the end of her turn.
Broodmother's turn. As she, you can see from her backside, more flies are coming out. Like that gross kind of as these flies come out of her backside. 1, 2. We start buzzing upwards. It's your turn, Annelisse.
Annelisse is going to aim right for the broodmother now that she's fly free. And she is going to be like, you know what? You look like you came from hell anyway. So let's set you on fire, make you more comfortable. And she is going to cast Firebolt. And this time, it's going to work. Oh, fuck off. Sorry. I know this is going to have a high AC, and I've rolled a 13. Add 3 is 16.
That hits.
Yes. Right. 10, 11, 12, 13 points of fire damage.
13 points of fire damage. Nice. Anything else Annelisse wants to do?
Maybe.
All the options.
What did I say there? 13.
You said 13 damage, yes.
Yeah. And then she is going to... No, that's going to be her. That's it. Yeah. Done.
Okay. The flies are up, and yeah, they're going to come and attack you both. Rinse and repeat, I'm afraid. So first one against you, Annelisse, is a 10 to hit. I think that misses.
Misses.
And the next one misses Varook also. That's all they can do. It's Varook's turn.
Okay, Varook. How far away is this big mother thingy majingy?
I'm gonna say it's. Because you kept well back and you kept within firebolt range, so I'm gonna say 50 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, do I want to do that then?
Sorry.
Maybe not.
Sorry. No. You'd be about 40 feet away.
Still want to do it. Let me see. Extras. What's his movement? Okay. Varook is going to. So these two flies are over there. He's going to hit one with his big sword.
Yep.
So let's do that first. Oh, that's a nat 20.
That's 20.
He's got
Well
a little
done.
sword on it.
Yeah. So as this fly's coming at you like a baseball batter hitting a baseball, just waits for the right moment. Splat.
Extra attack on the next fly. I rolled a 17 plus
That hits.
6. And then it's 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Done.
Now, he's done his 2 attacks. He is going to move 15 feet towards the big thingy.
The big insect.
Yeah, he's going to start moving towards it. He's not moving his full movement yet, just because I feel like something's going to appear.
So yeah, he runs over to this big glowing cornucopia and now looks at this big kind of chitinous maggoty insect queen, and he's almost in range of her. It's now her turn. She spawns 3 more of these flies, and she is going to let's see. Okay, she's going to fire out her kind of mandible. So that is a 15 to hit Varook. Does that hit?
Am I in range for that?
Varook is.
Oh, he's at the right. Okay, cool.
It's a ranged attack.
Sorry. I was going to say, he's still like 25 feet from her.
Yeah, I know. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
That's fine.
Before.
What did you say? Sorry?
15.
Oh, no, that misses.
Misses. Okay. It's your turn, Annelisse.
Annelisse, Annelisse is going to, since these 2 flies have come out, I think they're going to probably go to Varook first. So she's going to cast something. Let me just double check on my range and everything. 300 feet, 20 foot. So I'm going to need you to give me some measurements, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I can do that.
Right. So huge, big mummy fly thing is 25 feet away from Varook.
Varook, yeah.
And is 40 feet away from Annelisse. 40 feet. I want to put a 20 feet sphere.
Yes.
On top of it.
Yes.
And it's going to be closer to it, so like it's
the edge of it.
Yeah, so it's going to be like it's nowhere near Varook. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
I
even,
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be it's here. I'm just going to be like, that's quite cool what you do, but I don't need to like shit insects in order to get them to attack you. And I'm so sorry. And she takes her staff and she casts Insect Plague. I'm sorry. And she casts Insect Plague on top of her.
Okay.
Swarming Battle Locust. Fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that you choose within range. 300-foot range.
Okay.
The sphere's area is now difficult terrain. Each creature in it must make a saving throw. A creature takes 4d10 piercing on a fail and half on a succeed.
Cool. What save?
Constitution saving.
Con save. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. First fly fails. Second fly fails. Third fly fails. Broodmother fails. They all fail.
Ooh, nice. Let's roll some damage.
Yeah.
There was some more to read there. Sorry, let me just read the last one so I know what I'm doing. A creature must also make a saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time.
First time.
On a turn or ends its turn there.
Ends its turn.
So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of damage.
Oof.
No splat or flies.
Yeah, so splat goes to flies as you see this like massive like insect warfare going on all of a sudden around this thing. All these small insects of like locusts and or whatever they are. I imagine they're like
Locusts, yeah.
Yeah, start eating away at the legs and the abdomens of these blood flies and this pulsating, gross brood mother. What was that number again? 23.
21.
21.
Yeah, 21, and it's now difficult terrain and is lightly obscured.
Okay, so all the flies are adios.
And technically, every time I fly,
Yes.
is like
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was a good move because yeah, they take half
Sometimes
damage.
I do them, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they take half damage. So okay. Anything else Annelisse wants to do?
Her nails. She's just gonna sit. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do it. She's gonna stay at the side. That's it.
Yeah, it's Varook's turn now.
Varook is going to probably roll his eyes at Annelisse as he was ready to run with his sword, and he is going to just take out his bow instead.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this will be at disadvantage with it being obscured, but he's going to take out his longbow and he's going to try and hit the big thingy.
Yeah, sure. Roll with disadvantage.
Cool. Oh, well, first roll was a 3, so
Yep.
that's not going to happen. And then he's going to extra attack and try to shoot again. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, 11 doesn't hit.
That's fine. That'll be the end of his turn, actually. He's just going to wait there for anything coming out.
Okay, so the brood mother's going to shoot at Varook with disadvantage. She misses. She does actually, but like you said, she spawns more flies, but they enter their turn. They are coming out. But we'll see what happens. Annelisse, it's your turn.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's yeah, Annelisse is going to Oh, that's an awful insult. I can't say that on stream. Whoa!
And you wrote it down?
I wrote it down. I'm like, wow, I am not a nice person.
Let's save that one for our arguments.
Oh. She's just gonna like shout over to it and be like, hey, do you ever wonder what life would be like if you had enough oxygen at birth?
To an insect. Sure.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. What's this thing's wisdom? Wisdom. Oh, it's only a +1, so an 8. So that fails.
That fails. Let's roll some damage. That's 8 points of psychic damage. And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
Which already has disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's got extra disadvantage. If something happens to my swarm, it has disadvantage. That's it.
And that's it. So, so you are lucky. It spawned 4 blood flies, but they technically now start their turn in there, and even taking what's the damage again?
At 4d10.
Yeah, exactly. 40-10. So they're not. It's impossible for them to pass that. So they sorry, it's impossible for them to survive that. Should I say, even on a fail. So they get eaten instantly as they are grossly born. Go on.
I should have as well. Sorry, I'm losing track of a lot of things here. I should have said at the time, but she's technically then had like a turn in there.
Oh, she has. Yeah, roll your damage.
I should have rolled damage. I totally forgot.
Yeah, roll damage now.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that too. I was more worried about the flies coming out.
She can make another save, I think.
Yeah, she does, yeah. So that is a 18.
That's a pass. I rolled 26 points of damage, which means she takes 13 points of damage. Sorry, I forgot to say it's every single time her turn starts.
Yeah. Her ends, isn't it?
Starts.
No, it starts its turn or ends its turn, I think, after that.
Let me just double check.
Because you can walk out of it.
A creature must also make saving throw when it enters the spell for a certain time, or when it ends its turn there, Yeah.
So she took that damage. It is now Varook's turn, as those flies are getting eaten as soon as they come out of the backside of their brood mother. As your locusts are just like, eat it, Maybe best not to picture it, everyone.
Varook's going to try shooting again at disadvantage. I'm aiming for her, obviously.
Sure, yeah.
12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 just misses.
Just misses, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then you'll do extra attack with disadvantage as well. 10, 11, 16.
16 hits.
Awesome. What's a crossbow? I don't even have him up. Where did I say? There he is. Longbow is a D8 plus 1. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's piercing damage, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a arrow.
So yeah, he finds his mark in amongst the cloud of locusts and things like that that are eating away at this large maggoty brood mother. There seems to be a glow behind the chaos as well, and he can see that maybe not overly effective his attack, but he does hit.
Cool.
It's her turn now. She's going to try and attack Varook. Disadvantage. No. Rolled 2. And she's going to spawn some more flies. She attempts to spawn 3 flies. So we'll see what you do with that. I'm assuming you're not going to drop it, but there's still 3 flies going to be spawned.
Yeah. So
it's Annelise's turn now.
Well, as she ends her turn there, she'll take 4d10.
That's correct. Second time I forgot that.
That's okay. I've made little note to remind myself. So she can make another save.
Yep.
I only rolled 10 damage with 4d10s.
She got a 14 against your spell save.
That's a failure. So that is a fail. She takes 10 damage. And all the little flies will also go.
It's now... that's right, yeah. It's now your turn, Annelisse.
What is Annelisse going to do? Annelisse is going to I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I said something. I spent so much time now on Varook and on other things. I'm like, when it comes to Annelisse, I keep forgetting what she can actually do now.
Okay, take your time. This is the thing, playing a bard. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things that she can do, but I need time. I need to actually spend time reading them in order to get them. Also, I don't want to do anything that's going to obviously take up my stuff.
So currently, you're looking at a mess of locusts around this gross-looking cornucopia covered in slime and vines.
Oh God, that sounds gross. She's just gonna be like, serious question though. How do you trick yourself into believing your life is actually worth something?
Okay. That's a 12.
That's a failure. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 points of psychic damage, and 6. She has disadvantage.
Okay.
And that's it for Annelisse.
Yeah, funnily enough, your insults seem way more effective than Varook's arrow. Believe it or not. So the fly, you didn't drop the thing. The flies started their turn now, and all 4 of them are just being eaten alive by locust. Yeah, pop, pop, pop. It's just this is okay. This is turned into an easier encounter than I thought it was going to be. It's now Varook's turn. Guess you guys are just going to pick this broodmother off from the outside now.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. So with disadvantage, 16. Oh, and a 19. You can't have a 19 though, but you rolled a 16.
16 hits.
Where's my dice?
Oh, really? You've not got enough dice.
3.
Where could my dice be? What's the
4
specific
points
dice?
Damage.
4 points of damage.
And then extra attack, 16, and a 2, so that's going to miss. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Right, it's her turn now. She's going to try and shoot at Varook.
Disadvantage.
She rolled a natural 20 and a 3.
Oh.
But she's going to spawn. She's going to spawn some more blood flies, though. She spawns 4 of them again.
Amazing. Go her.
Amazing. It's your turn, Annelisse.
She needs to take 4d10 damage first.
God damn it. Yeah. Hope you forgot. Hoping you were forgetting that time.
5.
Okay, that's a dirty 20 for a save.
Oh, I only rolled 14, so she will take 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, now it's Annelise's turn.
She's like, Annelisse at this point is being a little casual. She's now like sitting down and she's kind of like just like sitting, resting her chin on her hand, just kind of like having a bit of fun here. And she's like, you know, the last time I saw something with a face like yours, I fed it a banana. And she's just like sitting making jokes here at this point.
She failed. She rolled a 5.
She takes 4, 5, 6 points of psychic damage, and she has disadvantage.
It's the flies' turn, but you haven't dropped the thing, so they're just going to just be eaten alive by your flies yet again. It's Varook's turn.
He is going to rinse and repeat. He's going to try and hit her. First roll's a 14, second roll's a 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Hits.
18 hits.
For 9 points of damage. He's going to extra attack. First roll is a 13. Second roll is a 5. 5 and 6 is not going to hit because that's not 11.
No, it's not.
And that's the end of his turn. So a total of 9.
Okay. As she's firing off these arrows, it's not massively effective, but she is starting to get worn down a lot by the locusts, and you can hear kind of like you can hear a lot of kind of squelching and movement going on within that cloud of insects, which she's going to attack. You're getting the feeling that she can't move because otherwise she would move out of the insect swarm. And she rolled a 9 and a 15, which will miss Varook. She will spawn some flies. She spawns 2 flies. And she'll make her con save. Okay, that's an 8. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which I'm assuming is
24 points of damage.
Okay, how do your flies want to finish off the broodmother?
I feel like I shouldn't take the piss at this point because I think you're going to get me back later in the game.
Yeah, it's fine. No,
but you did take Kalina from me.
No, my big cool boss monster. It's fine.
So the locusts at this point, like they've been there a little while and they're getting quite full. It's almost like they're just like chowing down for dinner at this point. A few of them have even gotten out these little napkins because they're Annelise's locusts, so you know, they have a little bit of pass. And they're just sitting there, some of them are having just like a little Sunday dinner, really, for some of them. Little locust families there chilling out. They're having a great time. And they will slowly bury into the brain of this creature until she is no more.
Yeah, so the flies start just they settle down onto the bodies of the blood flies and this brood mother as it loses life and everything becomes static as your little magical insects are just chowing down and the air completely settles. And behind where the locusts were and the brood mother was, it looks like a kind of shimmering portal in front where the entrance to the cornucopia is.
Portal.
And you can feel a pull towards it from the heart of the field around your neck.
Well, you haven't really steered me wrong so far, so let's do it. To the portal. And she gets up off the floor, because she's still on the floor, dusts herself down. She will drop her locusts as they, finish off. So she'll just be like, yes, thank you guys, till next time. And she will casually walk up towards the portal, hoping that Varook follows.
Okay, yeah, Varook does follow as you walk towards. There's still the kind of the weird-looking slimy vines all over this cornucopia, but the portal it kind of shimmers with a very natural magic, and you step over the kind of slimy bodies of your enemies. What do you want to do? The portal stand in front of you.
Is the portal like flat on the ground, or is it like up in front of me?
No, so like a cornucopia, it's got a round like opening where you put food into, and it's like a horn that does this.
Okay.
So the round part where you put food into, because this is very large, that's where the portal is.
So you could like just step right in.
Looks like it.
Okay. She's going to stand in front of it and not knowing what to expect. She's going to do that thing, you do if you're going down like a big slide or something. You get told to like, cross your arms in front of your chest sort of thing.
You do? Okay.
She's going to like do like this, have her hands up on her shoulders, arms over. She goes, okay, let's do it. And she's going to jump in.
Okay. So as you jump in, you find yourself in a completely different place. You see that this was maybe once a garden of it's like basically like a wheat field, or a cornfield, like a cornfield, and the corn stalks reach above your head. However, all the corn, the wheat, the flowers, the vegetables that were once here have been petrified into a kind of grey, solid wall all around you. You can see the sky up above, but just barely. You can see faint starlight, but there is thick fog on the horizon, kind of thing you're used to seeing in Steymhohrod, but you're definitely not in the killing fields currently. The petrified corn and field make a corridor in front of you, and it's relatively narrow. You'd struggle to stand two abreast, and as Varook comes in behind you, that becomes apparent. In the distance, you can see above the petrified corn walls, you can see looks like a grain silo in the distance that towers above everything. What do you want to do?
Okay, so corridor, grain silo up ahead. Okay, I guess we should maybe like go ahead towards that. It's the only thing here. Maybe we should like go really carefully.
Yeah.
Okay. How about like, because I know it makes sense like for you to walk in front of me, but then I can't see shit and I quite like to see things. So how about I go in front, and then if something really bad comes out, I could like duck down to the floor and you could step over me and fight it.
Sure. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah. As you take a couple of steps forward, the portal behind you disappears. And where the portal was, the corridor continues, and it looks like it stops.
Oh shit. We should have like wedged something in the door.
Well, it wasn't really a door. It was like a flat, like almost like
No.
liquid. Like, I never know when you're taking the piss. It kind of looks like now that you were in basically a corn maze, but the corn's been petrified into like a wall.
Oh, Varook, do you remember like when we were kids and we used to like go off and like get into trouble and shit? Do you remember that time we got lost in the corn?
Yeah, I remember you showing up actually while I was looking for you, and you gave me a load of vegetables.
It was really good, right?
Yeah, well, you'd stolen the vegetables, so...
I had stolen the vegetables. So all we need to do is do like what we did then, and we'll get out.
What did we do then? I think you just cheated and ran through the corn, so that's
I think that's all I did. Yes, I just like ran to the corn, and then I think somebody came and found us because I think we got a bit lost.
Looks like this is... He kind of touches the wall. Solid. Wait. Look, it's writing. All over.
Writing?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let's move it and let's read it. What does it say?
So
she
along,
looks over to read it.
Yeah, along the walls that you see that people have, or something has scratched writing into the petrified plant life, because it's almost like stone to the touch. Some of it you read, it's in common. A lot of it reads like a farmer's almanac. You know, it's talking about like cycles of the moon, and it's talking about what time of year you should plant certain crops, how to cultivate certain types of crops. But there's a couple of unusual sentences that look like in bigger font. One says, "The path forward is only possible if we grow."
Path forward is only
possible
if
we grow.
Okay.
And as you're reading along, another one that catches your eye is, "New life begets new life."
Okay. I think the first one is quite obvious, but I don't quite understand the second one. Well, the first, it says here, like, the path forward is only possible if we grow.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that really grows in a place like this is going to be corn, right?
Well, I mean, you can see that there are other types of vegetables, plants, things that have been petrified around here.
So the only thing that's going to grow is plant life, basically. Like, I don't think it's talking about, I don't know, like people or something.
Well, I don't know, people grow.
They do grow, but we're in a corn maze. And there's plants and shit about us petrified. Maybe that's what we need to focus on, making them grow.
Yeah. What do we need to make plants grow?
Well, they need like water and like sun. And I think that's it. Which I don't think there's water or sun here. So I don't know. Maybe we'll find something.
Yeah, maybe. Which way do we go?
Well, it's like a dead end behind us, isn't it?
You can try. You can have a look and see.
Okay, have a look and see.
Okay, you walk. You walk like 30 odd feet down, and you see. Yeah, it turns to the left.
Oh crap. Okay. I don't know. I feel like we should keep walking the direction we were walking. Let's go forward.
Okay, you continue forward into this maze, and I think that's a good place to take a little break now that you're in possibly the lost Fane of Eronia. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we will be back with you. Okay, see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Bye. Hello, welcome back. So, before the break, Annelisse and Varook had come across a large cornucopia-like structure in the middle of the killing fields. It was surrounded by these very large and grotesque blood-sucking insects, which they managed to dispatch with relative ease, actually, revealing a portal that the heart of the field was pulling into it. The team went through the portal and found themselves in what seems to be a petrified corn maze, corn maze. Once they stepped through the portal and stepped forward, the portal disappeared behind them, leaving them in this corridor. Okay, Annelisse, what do you want to do? You can go forward, you can go back.
She is continuing forward.
Okay.
So
as you continue forward, the writing continues, but again, a lot of it is just seems to be like agricultural notes. Some of it's a little bit incomprehensible, and then the corridor opens up after you take a right turn, and then the corridor opens up into a square room with the corridor continuing through it on the other end.
Sorry, I thought you said there was like a thing in front of us. A
thing?
You said I can't remember what you called it now. You
silo?
said that
So the
silo, yeah.
silo is in the distance. So it's like tower. Yeah, it's like towering above the corn that was. Yeah, you can see it basically ahead of you in the distance.
Oh right, so it's not on the path. So the path itself goes like.
You can't tell. Yeah.
To the right. Okay,
yeah.
got
Think
it.
of seeing a large building in the middle of a housing estate or something, and you're just like, I don't know.
Got it. Okay.
You know the direction it could kind of be, but
that's fine. Yeah. So the path goes around to the right. Yeah.
It goes around to the right.
Cool.
In a sharp turn, and then it opens up into a square room. So in this space, you see the walls that, again, made of all petrified plants, are actually lined with like shelves.
Okay.
These shelves are held between white statues that depict animals and people. And in the center of this room, there's a large clay pot.
Annelisse is gonna head over to the pot and have a look at it.
Okay. As you walk over to the pot, about 10 foot away, you can see that it's filled with something. Something that's grey but gets browner and browner as you approach Annelisse. And as you stand above it, you see it is rich, fresh soil.
Varook, look.
What?
There's fresh soil in here. You know before, but you're like, what do plants need to grow? And I was like, well, they need like water and they need like sun. They need like nutrients and shit from soil.
What? Yeah, literally.
Literally, yes, yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
So it said back there they need to grow. Maybe we I don't know, could we take this with us? And maybe we could put water in it or something.
It's quite a big pot. It's quite a big pot.
It's quite a big pot. Maybe we remember where this place is. Oh, actually, and she looks up. Can she see anything above her?
The sky.
Oh, okay. Maybe that this is a place that we come back to. Let's have a look around on the walls. There might be some like writing or something.
Sure. Go, do me an investigation check.
1 second. I rolled it off the table. Okay, I rolled a 17, and my investigation is a 1. That's an 18.
It was an 18. It's a good roll.
That's a good roll.
It's a good roll. You walk around the room. You don't notice any writing, but investigating, you do notice that the sculptures, they seem to be like, farm animals and animals you'd find kind of near and around farms, like foxes. You see badgers, you see cattle and hens. But they seem to be made, what you maybe thought was like white stone, it's actually a very fine salt that they've been sculpted out of. You also find that there are a few seed bags, or grain bags if you like, but they're completely empty. However, they do seem to have little holes chewed out of them, as you might commonly see. This is something very common in food stocks. It's probably some sort of vermin eating.
Okay, so it looks like there was maybe like some seeds here that could be grown, but it looks like they've already been eaten by like mice or something.
With that, sorry, go on.
But the salt, like, isn't salt like bad for plants?
Well, I mean, it's bad for soil, I think.
So if there's like big salt like statues around, maybe that's affecting it.
It's maybe affecting you.
Sorry. I tried to have some trail mix there, and I think it got caught on my throat.
Yeah. With that investigation check as well, you do notice as you're walking around the pot, there is writing inscribed around it, kind of spiraling around it. One thing you do notice when you walk away and walk back between your investigations in this room, with that investigation check, you notice that as you, Annelisse, walk towards the pot, the soil is rich and it's brown, but when you walk away, Varook will point out to you that it just goes grey and dry.
You know, the heart of the field, like you know, it pulled me towards here, like it wanted to go through the portal. Perhaps it's trying to find a way to save things.
Well, makes sense if it's part of the actual sister, right?
Exactly. Maybe. I feel like we're missing half of a puzzle at this point. But maybe there is something we can do with the heart of the field to, like, bring life to everything again.
Yeah. I think.
Anyway, there is some writing on this pot. I'm going
really?
to read it.
What does it say?
Well, it says... I was hoping you were going to tell me what it said.
It says, all reaping began with sowing. All sowing required reaping. And the pattern just repeats itself and repeats itself and repeats itself until at the very bottom of the pot, the pattern just stops and there is one line separate from the other pattern that says, "Nothing grows in the absence of the heart."
In the absence of the heart. Okay. Right. How about... Okay, it says nothing grows in the absence of the heart, okay? On my chest here is the heart of the field. So perhaps I was right. Maybe like the heart has to be here and then like also like, you know, some light and some seeds and things like that. And then the path forward is possible because things will grow. Solved it.
Solved. What do we do now?
I have no idea.
When you say that, you hear an echoing, booming cry. And you can't tell what direction it comes from. It almost sounds like a roar mixed with some sort of like some animal that you've never heard before.
Okay. Perhaps we should carry on forward. Figure out whatever that was. Kill it. And then maybe find some more of the puzzle to fix this.
Yeah. So
Okay.
forward?
Yes. Let's take out our weapons. And she takes out her loot.
You say they were loot. Varook takes out his sword. You keep going through past this room, and then you take a left. You walk forward.
Out this room, then go left, yeah?
And then you go left.
Okay.
And then you go right.
Okay.
And as you round the corner, you see a surprising sight as you see a tiny skeletal field mouse.
Oh.
And it's holding a very large and round seed in its teeth. And then it disappears into the cracks in the wall where the branches make the petrified wall.
Oh, shit. Right. That little mouse had a seed. So we now have a pot with soil, and we know that something has a seed, and we know we've got the heart to make things grow. I think we need that seed.
Are we ignoring the fact that it was a skeleton?
Well, I mean, a giant big slug thing just gave birth to flies that tried to suck our blood that were the size of our heads. So I'm like, anything goes at this point.
If you're not worried, I'm not worried.
I'm not worried. Like, you know, maybe like all the animals here are like skeletons and they'll come back to life when we like bring everything else back to life.
Yeah.
So let's try to find that little mouse. Now it went like through here, but it's like solid, so it has to be around here somewhere. Maybe I could like try to speak to it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that.
Yes, I could do that. I could try speak to it. Let's try to get. Varook, how did you forget that I can do that?
I don't know.
Why don't we have a little look through these cornfield bits here?
Yeah.
I see if we can find the mouse. So she's going to try and find the mouse.
Okay. Are you okay? So you're just having a look, see if you can see it.
So I can see kind of where it is, and then she's going to try and speak to it.
Yeah, do an investigation check.
Okay. D20. Ooh, I rolled a 17. Investigation is 1. That's an 18.
Oh, an 18.
Yo.
That's another good roll. Yeah.
I like this dice.
Yeah, behind the petrified branch, you do discover a tiny little mouse hole hidden in the actual wall of the branch itself. Yeah, it's a mouse hole.
She's going to lean down to the mouse hole, and she's going to cast. Oh, wait, I can't speak with animals. I have animal friendship.
Wait, you can't cast I have animal friendship.
I can speak with plants. I can speak with plants. We're surrounded by plants.
You are technically surrounded by plants.
Dead plants. Maybe they can't speak.
But they are petrified. The petrified creature wouldn't be able to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Right, sorry, Varook, I forgot I could, like, make friends with it, but I can't speak to it, so...
Well, that might still work.
Okay. I'm going to cast Animal Friendship. And hopefully... And then I'm just going to start speaking, and maybe it'll be like, oh, no, she's okay. So
does the mouse have to make a save
I don't think so.
for animal friendship?
Oh yeah, it does. Sorry. Actually, I don't think I can use this because it needs to be able to see me and it needs to be able to hear me. So if it can't see me, this is a risk. We're gonna do it. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Sorry. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed for the duration.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw. It's a 16 to beat.
Beats it. Beats it.
Beats it. Oh,
Beats it.
Damn it. Oh well. I don't think this is working, I'm afraid, Varook.
Look behind you as he points. That there's a mouse hole, but he's pointing in another direction to your kind of right up on another branch, and another skeletal field mouse is there without the seed, but then runs back into another hole.
Okay. She's just gonna stand up. Okay, I don't know if any little mousies can hear me right now, but I'm here to help. If you want to help me help you, then that is good. I'm going to keep walking, and I mean you no harm. So, sorry, yeah.
No, go on.
Yeah, so she says that, and then what she's going to do is she's going to take out some of her like rations in her bag.
Okay.
Like, she'll have like maybe like seeds or something in there. I don't not like seeds, but she'll have like rations, so like bits of bread maybe.
Yeah.
And she's gonna break off a little bit, and she's gonna start sprinkling a little bit behind her as they start walking, carrying on down this corridor basically for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they're just gonna keep carrying on, see what they see.
Do me an animal handling check.
Okay. Oh, I rolled an 8. Animal handling is a 6, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 14.
Okay. As you lay out the breadcrumbs, as you do, yeah, you notice that you see 3 field mice, skeletal field mice, coming and picking up the food. One of them has the seed in its mouth.
Okay.
And they gather what you've dropped and start running away again.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh gosh, sorry. I can't think what to do. No, she's gonna keep walking here.
Go on.
No, go for it. We can see.
Varook will just be like, do we just try and catch him or what?
Well, like I was thinking that, but I don't have anything to catch a mouse with. I don't have like a bucket or like, you know. And if I open up my bag, Mimic will just eat it. So that's that. I guess we could try catching it. Okay, how about this? We both like go to opposite sides, you know, like in the hedge, and we put out some more seeds, some more bread. And when the one with the seeds comes back, we could I've got bits of fabric. We drop a bit of fabric on it, pick it up, take the seed, and let the mouse go.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get up there, just like put your back like against where like the corn is. I'm going to put some bread out, and then I'm going to go back, and here's a piece of fabric for you and a piece for me. Okay. Now we've got to be really quiet and we wait.
Okay, so you wait. Eventually the mice, for the sake of expediency, the mice do run around, because you feel like they aren't able to live any kind of like natural life because they are skeletons and they're suspended in this like undead animation. They do run out, and I want you to make a dexterity check, please.
Okay. Oh no. A dexterity check. Is that
Check.
just like my normal dexterity, or am I
Just
doing
roll
something?
the d20, add your dexterity modifier.
Okay. I rolled a 13. My modifier is a 3, so that's a 16 for Annelisse.
A 16. I'm going to roll a percentile. Okay, so you catch one of the mice. It doesn't have the seed, though.
Damn it.
You open up your blanket, and this little skeleton of a field mouse just kind of like sits up and looks at you.
She just kind of looks at it with her hands cupped, and she's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. I needed the one with the seeds. I think we might have tried doing this a couple of times. Okay, here you go." And she puts her hands down on the ground to let the mouse run off.
Okay, the little skeleton mouse runs off.
Right, let's try it again. Maybe you should try to catch it this time.
Yeah, make a dex check for Varook.
Maybe he shouldn't try to catch it. Oh, well, I rolled a 16, and he has a +1, so 17 for Varook.
He manages to catch one, and he opens up his blanket or cloth or whatever you were using, and there's a little skeleton mouse there with a seed in its mouth.
Okay, just like hold it there, and I'm just going to come over. It's okay. Just you keep a hold of it, and she takes out some more like bread from her pocket, and she like puts it over to the mouse. Here you go, buddy. Want to grab this?
Do me an animal handling check.
I'm not gonna pry his jaws open.
Well,
30-20.
30-20. Yeah, it drops the large round seed and picks up the food you gave it in its mouth.
I pick up the seed.
You pick up the seed.
Okay, just let it go now.
Varook gingerly puts the little skeleton mouse down on the ground.
Okay, I have the seed now. I think I'm going to go back and plant it in the pot.
As you say that, as the same roar you can hear comes again, but this time very closer. It's almost like an agonized.
On second thoughts, I'm going to put it in my bag.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to this. Okay.
It sounded pretty close as you hear almost like the sound of hoof on stone. And as you look around the corner from where you came, the direction where you came, comes a very large figure, and it is draped in black robes with a hood up that covers its face. Its face, apart from what looks like a skeletal snout. Its arms, the very end of which you can see out of its robes, are also skeletal. Coming out of its head, either side of its hood, you see tall antlers that reach up another 3 foot on its height, and this thing is already about 9 foot tall. And in its 2 bony hands, it carries a very large scythe. And as it rounds the corner, it sees you, both of you, and starts running towards you. What are you doing?
Attacking.
You're going to attack it. Fine, roll some initiative.
Annelisse gets 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16.
And Varook gets a 15.
Okay. 16, 15. Okay, so it looks like Annelisse is up first.
It's going to firebolt it.
Firebolt.
That is an 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
13.
And that is the end of her turn.
You moving?
Yes. Sorry, yes. She is going to carry on going the direction they're going in, I guess. So
Okay,
like away from like where the bowl and stuff is. So away from the big weird deer person, basically.
Yes.
So she's going to carry on going wherever that'll take her.
Okay, so
30 feet.
Yep. So it's Varook's turn next.
Sorry. Varook is going to actually melee fight it.
Okay, sure.
He's a bit more badass than Annelisse. Annelisse needs a distance. So he's going to take out his sword and he's just going to go for it with a sword. Well, that was a nat 1.
Nat 1, that'll miss.
He's going to extra attack.
Extra attack.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 hits.
Ooh, nice. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
11.
And he's going to stay there and hold his ground.
Stay there, hold his ground. This thing brings its large scythe up. Now it is in combat with Varook. Let's see. Okay. So to hit, roll that first. Come on, D&D Beyond. There we go. So that's a 17 to hit Varook. That hits?
Yes, that hits. Sorry.
Sorry, I got a mouthful of beer.
Yeah, sorry.
He takes 4 slashing damage.
Yep. Let me just get his stuff up. Okay.
And I think that's all it can do. Doesn't have extra attack. No, it doesn't. Just has 1 attack. It's Annelise's turn.
Annelisse is going to oh my god, what's she gonna do? I need to swap out so many spells. She's just gonna do the same again. She's gonna try and firebolt it.
Yeah, sure. Roll range spell attack.
That was a nat 1.
Nat 1. Wasn't nat 1s? 2 nat 1s. What else do you want to do?
That's it. She's going to carry on moving.
Fair enough. It's Varook's turn after that. So you're a good distance from Varook now.
Okay.
So you're like 60 feet away from you're like 90 feet away from him.
Should only be 60 feet away from him. I've only moved twice.
Yeah, but Varook's moved up to the creature.
Oh, I thought it was like right on us. Okay, got it.
No, it wasn't on you.
Can you let me know, like, because she's moving, is it just going straight down where she's moving, or?
It goes straight, and there's also a corridor to the right.
Okay, so can I just go back and see that it is going down as soon as she gets to basically a bit where there is like an opening, she'll stop there, kind of thing, because she's not going to go off in random directions, get split up.
Sure.
So she'll stop at the opening to the right. Varook is going to hit with a sword.
Yeah.
That was a 3, so that's probably gonna miss.
3 misses, unfortunately.
That's an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 hits.
Oh, nice. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
That's his turn.
It's his turn. This thing is going to... It's actually going to take a 2 steps back. Varook will get an attack of opportunity.
He will hit it with his sword. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
37 total.
And it is then going to charge straight at Varook.
Oh no.
It's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So it's going to take 8 piercing damage and 7 force damage.
Okay.
And I want Varook to make a strength saving throw.
Yes. Saving throw, saving throw, saving throw. If a saving throw isn't listed, it's just their normal like modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, no, unless he's proficient in that.
And just because I'm using like the sheets, the sidekick sheets, I'm just not very used to like the saving throw bit on it. But basically, it's his saving throw is con and nothing else.
Oh no, he's only got a con save then. So yeah, it's just it's just strength.
Yeah, so just the +3 from strength.
Yes.
So that takes us to 20.
20. He makes strength saving throw. Yeah, so he holds his ground, but this thing basically gores him with its antlers on the top of his head.
Right, got it.
Snow, your turn, Annelisse.
Right, so Annelisse is 90 feet away down the corridor just before the right turn, correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Can she still see them?
I'm going to say yeah.
Okay. She is just going to oh, come on, D&D Beyond. There we go. She's going to firebolt it again.
Firebolt.
For the first time, maybe, hopefully. Oh, 15, 16, 17, 18.
That hits.
Yay!
This thing is pretty easy to hit. It's pretty big.
6 points of fire damage. 7, 8, 10, 11, 15. And she's going to leave it at that. Yeah, she's going to stay there, basically.
Sure. It's Varook's turn. He's just been mauled by this thing.
Varook is going to... So it stepped back from him to hit him. Oh, no, that charged.
No, it stepped back and then it did this
sorry,
whole Toro thing and just ran right into him.
No, he's gonna hit him. Bucket, yeah, he's just gonna hit him. I was gonna have him run, but he's gonna hit him. He can do it. I believe in him. Oh, 4, 6, 10 to hit.
Nope, misses.
It's not that easy then.
Pretty easy, but not quite that easy.
Extra attack. 17 add 6.
Yeah.
Keep losing this dice. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, nice.
And then he is going to second wind himself. Which I believe is D10. Let me just double check. Second wind, D10 plus level. I didn't realize it's plus level.
Oh, nice.
8
Yeah.
plus level. What level is Varook?
Same as you, it'd be 6 then.
6. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of healing. 4, 5, 6. Got it. That's better. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay, it's going to ram Varook again, but it's not going to move away this time. It's just going to headbutt him for an 8 to hit.
No.
Doesn't hit. It's your turn, Annelisse.
Yeah, she's going to continue with firebolting it because it's the most damage that she can do. Jesus. I keep rolling this off my sheet. 15, 16, 17, 18 to hit.
Yeah.
6 points of fire damage.
Nice. Varook. Or unless you want to do something else.
9. No, she's actually going to leave her cutting words for now. It's Varook, so he is going to hit him with a sword. Misses the first go. And
the rolls aren't great.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice.
It's the little swordy thingy.
Well done.
The little sword.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Unless that's a nat 1. No, it's not. It's a nat 20.
That's just a nat 1.
Fucking hell. So that's double the damage, right?
That's, double the dice, not the damage.
Dice, sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Ooh, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage, bitch.
Okay, no, with a 19, Varook takes his sword and cuts down this antlered large creature carrying a scythe, and it crumples to the ground. Okay, that's us out of initiative.
Okay, that was like really scary.
Yeah, as you see this figure on the ground, you can see that the the dark hood, hides a skeletal. Almost looks like a deer skull, if you like.
That looks absolutely terrifying. Although, that's like a really nice scythe. I like that scythe. Should we take the scythe?
I guess we can, yeah.
Would you like a scythe?
Not particularly. It kind of makes you look a bit. I mean, how am I going to walk around town with a huge ass scythe?
I mean, you walk around with a huge ass sword.
Yeah, but that's like normal.
I guess that's true. You know, I bet Kalina would have liked the scythe.
Kalina would like the scythe.
Oi! Right, okay, so you know what? Fine. If you're going to be like that, I'm going to take this seed and I'm going to go back to the pot. And you can think about that for a minute. She walks up past him, heading towards the pot.
Okay, you head towards the pot. Do me a wisdom check or a perception check.
Rolled a 16 and my perception is +6. That is 22.
22. Okay. It takes you a while. There's moments where you're like, this doesn't feel right, and you think you might be lost for a split second. But you get your bearings and you make your way to the room with the pot in.
She goes up to the pot and she presses the seed into the pot and covers it with the soil.
You take the seed. The soil is rich and dark in color. As you approach with the heart of the field, you push the seed into the soil, cover it.
Then she takes her water skin and she pours some water onto it.
You pour some water onto the seed. As the water touches the soil, it evaporates instantly.
Oh. She heads back to Varook. Well, I planted the seed and I tried to water it, but the water just like disappeared instantly.
Maybe it's a special type of seed. Maybe it needs a special type of water.
Maybe. Well, I guess we should carry on ahead, see what else we find. I came to a turn to the right, so we could go down there and go to the right.
Okay, I want you to make a wisdom check again.
Okay. Ooh, that was an 8 that time. Wisdom check or perception check?
Yeah, either.
We'll go for perception then. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay, you do find your way back to where You go through, obviously through the room that you were in, around the corner where you saw the mice. You get to the corner and you are sure that that's the corner. There's no sign of the body of the creature that you fought.
Okay, that's like a little bit alarming. I'm pretty sure we did fight something here.
Varook scratches his head.
You know what? Let's just keep going.
You carry on.
So we carry on down to the corner that she was at and then turn. Does it go round to the right?
Yeah, it goes right or it can go straight on.
Oh, so it's not like a corner. It's like
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. What do we do? Should we go right or should we go straight on?
I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Let's go right. I'm feeling right. Let's go right.
Okay, you turn to the right, you carry on, then you have to take a left, and then you come to another crossroads. You can go
Okay.
straight on, or you can go left, or you can go right.
Let's go left.
Okay, you go to the left. Then you come into an open area, like a room again. Instead of a pot in the middle and shelves, there is a well with a broken stone wall sitting in the middle.
Varook, look, there's a well.
Yeah, how convenient.
So, you know what? Maybe we need to get the water from the well.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know. Like, let's go up and have a look at it. And she goes closer to the well and she looks to see like how far down it goes.
So you go up to the well and you notice there is no rope and there is no bucket, but you can hear like the underground water source. Let's see, you're half elf, right? You got dark vision.
She's a high half elf, yeah.
High
Dark
half.
vision, yeah.
High half elf. Yeah. So you think it's roughly like 70 foot down.
Okay. 70 foot. Really inconvenient. Okay. I have an idea. It's probably like a really bad idea. Oh, wait, I think I just came up with a better idea. 1 second. I'm just like thinking. And I think I have a much better idea.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. I am going to make myself fly. And then I can go down the well, I think.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a water skin. I'll empty out my water skin and fill it with the water from down there.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Let's
Would you want me to do anything while you're down there?
You know what? Just in case, here. And she takes out the rope from her bag. Right. Take this, drop it down there, just in case at any point something happens and I can no longer fly. Then I can grab onto the rope. My
Sure.
rope's only 50 feet, so it's not going to get all the way down.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You've got the rope, you've got it anchored up here. I am going to start flying, and this is fine. This is okay.
Okay, so Annelisse.
Okay, and she like, sorry. She like takes her look out. She's like, I believe I could fly. I could believe I could touch this. Although I don't want to touch the sky, I want to touch the well, but it should still work.
Okay, so who's Annelisse? Yeah, floats up, and you can start hovering over the opening to the well.
She's going to start lowering herself down. She goes 60 feet at a time.
Yeah, so as you go, you start heading down, and it opens up. Obviously, there's a kind of a narrow shaft, but then it opens up. Easy, right? Shaft, but it's narrow. So there's a narrow shaft of a well that opens up into obviously a small cavern where the stream is running, the underground water source is running through. As you're hovering above, there is a small island, and there's some sort of creature there in the darkness.
Okay. So she's like, just so I've got this right in my head. So she's gone down the well.
Yep.
Now she's floating above some water, but
Yes.
there's an island.
There's also a small island. It's dark, but there's something almost looks like reptilian sitting on a small island, but not moving, just moving enough so you know it's a lot. It is in fact a creature.
How far above the water is she?
Well, if you went, how far did you go?
60
You said
feet.
60 feet. You're like 10 foot above the water.
Right. Okay. She's going to take her water skin.
Mm-hmm.
She's then going to put her hand into her bag of holding and pull out some of her disguise kit. Like some of the fabrics from it, and she's going to like tie it around the water skin with the lid off, and she's going to tie the bits of fabric to it, and then she's going to start lowering it to the actual water and like try to like dip it in and allow it to pick up some of the water.
Okay, I think that's an easy enough task for me not to ask for any kind of dexterity check, but I do want you to make a stealth check, however.
Oh shit. Oh, my stealth's a +6. You have given me many nat ones today, but I'm going to trust you.
Because I'm assuming you're trying not to draw any attention, the way you described that.
I rolled a 50. Yes, definitely. I rolled a 15 +6. It's 21.
21. Okay, so you lower it down. It falls into the water.
She waits a second. She's like listening for any little bubbles. And then she starts pulling it back up.
And then you draw it back up.
Is there any water in it?
You have a look. There's definitely water in it.
She puts the lid back on it. Puts it into her bag. And she flies 60 feet back up.
Then you fly back up. It's one way to avoid an encounter. Okay.
Oh, if we can rip up a sheep, chuck it away now.
It's fine. I'll just close all this off. It's fine. I'm kidding. You fly back up.
I got it, Varook. I got the water.
Good job. That was easy.
Right? Oh, there was like a creature down there, by the way. Actually, I'm going to fly away from the top of this, just, you know. As she gets back down to the ground, she drops the concentration that is required for her fly.
For fly, okay.
That's why there was a rope.
Now back on the ground.
Okay. So now, I guess what we could do, I think we should head back to the pot. Can you remember the way?
It's kind of easy to get turned around in here.
It is. I think, like, I'm pretty sure, like, we turned left to get in here, so we have to turn right. Let's start going that way.
Okay. I want you to make a wisdom save, please.
So. Only rolled an 8. My wisdom. You said wisdom save that time, but it was perception last time. What do you want me to do?
Do perception if you want.
Perception?
Yeah.
My perception is +6. I rolled an 8. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay. You manage. It takes you a little while. You manage to make your way back to the room with the pot, retracing your steps.
She goes up to it. And she thinks for a moment. Okay. I don't want to go back down and get water again. I think we do everything we can at this point. So she takes off the necklace with the heart of the field.
Uh-huh.
And she places the heart of the field on the pot, like on top of the soil. Let's go. And she pours water in.
So you pour the water in again as you approach the pot. The soil became brown and rich. The seed is already in the soil. You pour the water from your skin, from the water source that you found. And there's a moment and the water touches the soil and the soil gets wet. And it starts percolating through the soil. Then there is a flash of green and gold, and the petrified grain enclosing this area around you glimmers back to life, almost like a lifted veil, almost like, you know, the start when Dorothy goes, you know, into Oz. Just color comes back. All the grey petrified plants suddenly turn green and bright, and the sky above you goes from murky and starry to bright and sunny, and then a cool breeze starts blowing through the field and the corn starts to sway, and you hear a loud and joyous shout which echoes out nearby. Ah! I don't believe it!
Hello? Is someone there?
As you shout out across the corn, yes! Eventually, as you and Varook start to maybe kind of wander through the corn, around the corner comes a very large figure, a silhouette that might seem familiar to you. You recognize the large antlers. They're like 3 feet tall. However, instead of being very sharp, they are now delicately curled. And they are attached to not a hooded skull, but a soft, faunish-looking head of a creature who has very sloped, droopy ears, very kind eyes, and is wearing a myriad of different flowers and feathers in between her antlers. It seems like some sort of, it's like a mix between a deer and a minotaur, if you can imagine what I'm saying. And she has this big kind of grin, joyous look on her face as she touches all the plants around her, and then she sees you. Oh, you! As she approaches you, she still carries her very large scythe. As she approaches you, looks you dead in the eye. Are you responsible for freeing me?
Yes, I think so. I think we're also responsible for fighting you earlier. But yes, we freed you, think? Yes?
Fought me. I am sorry that I was not myself.
Oh, that is okay. What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Aloha.
Aloha?
Yes.
DM question, is that one of the names of the sisters?
No, it is not.
Got it. Thank you. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you are free. My name is Annelisse, and this here is Varook. We came here looking to help the sister here. We brought the heart of the field with us.
You brought it. As you look, the heart is now a very it's lost that kind of ichor that it had over it. It's still pulsating, but it's not got that veil over it anymore, that kind of blackness over it anymore. Yes, there it is. You've come to restore my mistress?
Yes, it's your mistress, one of the sisters.
Yes, I am in service to Eronia. I'm the high priestess of the harvest. And she kind of stands quite tall.
Well, yes, I would like to help Eronia.
Follow me. As she
follows.
The two of you just follow as she kind of traipses through the maze, just taking turns left and right. You seem to be heading towards the large silo in the distance. I've been trapped here for so long. Ever since the Fane became desecrated. Since then, I spent my time trying in vain to tunnel out of this place. And then I died before I could do so. But to my horror, I remain trapped and in that state. I am grateful that you came.
Well, yes, we have heard many things about this area. We're not really from here, but we thought we could maybe try to bring, yes, your mistress back and her three sisters as well.
Her three sisters? Are they also gone?
I believe so. I believe it was oh my god.
Drago.
Thank you. The sack is the only name that was in my head there. It was Lord Draco who actually, put an end to them all, separating things out. Everything is Steymhohrod now is it's awful. It's all in this deep state of peril where the dead come back.
Okay, hold your information. I believe my mistress will want to hear this too. As you've rounded the corner, you see the big grain silo ahead of you. And there's a doorway. Quickly, into here.
She moves quicker.
Okay, as you head in to this grain silo, it's a darkened room, and all around you see these kind of sculptured marble pictures. It's like a setting of fields and farming, and there's a carving right in the center of a woman and two bulls, one either side of her. And in front of this woman, there is a small altar made of wicker. And Aloha walks up to the altar. You must return the heart.
I kind of put the heart in the pot.
Did you leave it in the pot?
No.
Well, run back and get it. So
Let's say no.
You awkwardly run back and get the heart from the pot.
This is the third time I've lost this. Okay.
Whoops!
She runs up to the altar.
It's there. It's still in the pot.
As she places it in the altar.
As you come back, you're like, whoa, that was embarrassing. And then...
Oh, Ollie.
As you place the heart on the altar, you watch it in the basket, and you blink, and all of a sudden, like a change of a scene, you're in somewhere else yet again. You can see fields of grain. You can see autumn crops in that kind of orange and yellow hue everywhere. As far as you can see, you can't see past these fields of grain. And they all reach up towards this orange golden sun. And standing before you, very luminous and somewhat slouched, you see a beautiful archfey woman, and she's wrapped in a tunic that seems to be made almost of sunshine. It's so bright, and the hair seems to be made of straw that seems to have no end. And she smiles at you. Either side of her stand two bulls that she towers over. She spreads her hands. Welcome and thank you. I am Eronia.
Hello. My name is Annelisse. This here is Varook.
I thank you for redeeming me.
Of course.
Though I
I
am
am
weak.
sorry. I'm sorry for what happened to you and your sisters.
My sisters? What has happened to my sisters?
You do not know.
No.
I could tell you everything. And she will awkwardly go to move forward and realize how towering this person is, and then just stay where she is. And she will she'll tell her everything that she knows of what was told to her from the Dryad and everything about the story of the four sisters and how she came here with the heart and everything about Draco.
Eronia listens intently, although she looks very tired. Aloa kind of looks a little bit concerned, and as you continue your story, you can tell that neither of them are actually aware of Steymhohrod's current state of which it's in, and they both seem horrified at the thought of Steymhohrod being this way.
I don't know what to call you, my lady. You,
Eronia is fine.
Aronia, you look tired. Is there anything I could do to help you?
No, you've already done more than enough. I only wish I could return the favor. In fact, and she reaches down to one of the bulls and gently takes off one of its horns.
Okay.
And gives it to you.
What?
Take this.
Okay. What does this do?
Hang on, I'm going to read it out to you.
Oh, sorry.
If I can find it on the old D&D Beyond. No, can't find it.
Annelisse is just like standing there, kind of like in awe, like looking, trying to take everything in, mainly looking at like all like the farming area and things, and just starting to realize that this is the first time she's seen anything that would actually look like agriculture since she'd actually been here. Parts of it almost reminding her of home in a way, and just a little bit lost in it all.
Yeah. Okay, so she this horn is almost like completely gold, even though you can very much tell it is actually made out of like organic horn.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'll give you all this in writing. If you eat out of this horn, you gain several benefits. You are immune to being frightened, and you make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. And your hit point maximum also increases by 5. And you gain the same number of hit points as well for 24 hours. It's basically what's the spell called where you have a big feast? It's basically that for one person.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what the spell's called. Basically, it takes you an hour to consume it, and you get all those benefits.
Thank you, Eronia. This is very kind of you.
I only wish I could do more, but I must regain my strength. Aloa's like, yeah, I think we should let the lady rest.
Yes, Eronia, you should rest, and perhaps I could go speak to Aloa. There's much I need to ask and find out about where to go next.
Eronia nods. I urge you just to rest in the safety of my domain and stay as long as you desire before you set out.
Kind of realizing at this point that Annelisse hasn't actually felt safe in a very long time. She kind of almost forgets the fact that now she's somewhere that she's safe. I have not rested in a while, actually. Well, perhaps I could rest here, and then once we're all rested, we make a plan to carry on, and then I can
definitely rest. If my sisters truly are in the same state that I was in, then you must restore them. I would advise that you locate my sister Arduin next. She's the Lady of the Mountains.
Of course.
You must find her heart, bring her back to us. She was the most martial of the 4 of us. And from what you've told me, Annelisse, it sounds like we are going to have a fight on our hands.
It sounds that way. I feel that if all 4 of you are able to be brought back, we will need you and also everyone in Steymhohrod who would back you. They all need to come out of where they are, and they need to fight for you. It's the only way that we can take all of this back and free those who need it the most.
I think that's a good place to end the session, as you're in the lost Fane of Eronia and meeting with Eronia. You have restored one of the one of the 4 sisters of Steymhohrod. Brought them back.
Woohoo.
Well done. And you can level up. There we go.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was just about to ask.
That was a milestone. If restoring one of the four sisters isn't a milestone, I do not know what is. Well done, Robin. Thank you everyone for joining us. We are away next week. We're not playing this game next weekend. We're not doing any streaming next week. Because we're away LARPing. We're doing live action role playing. If you want to catch up on our exploits though, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, all the other social medias. You can go check out our podcast as well if you want to learn more about our LARPing adventures. We'll be definitely updating you after we come back as well. But we'll be back. Oh, I should have really checked the date of when we're actually back playing this game. But it will be
now.
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks today.
Yeah, so we'll be back on the 7th of August for this game.
Fantastic.
Sunday the 7th.
Yeah. Right. You want to raid someone?
Yes, why don't we go and give High Rollers a raid?
Oh, High Rollers.
Currently playing.
Nice. Yep, they're the only ones on. We've got a few. So they'll be playing their Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I assume. So they are a UK-based actual play D&D stream. If you haven't heard of them, they're very professional and very good at what they do. So go give them some two-hammer love from us. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, everybody, thank you everyone in the chat that's come by and giving us some support today. And we'll see you all in a couple of weeks. What's that?
Tazzy is redeemed drawing.
Oh, you've redeemed a drawing. Well done.
I'm currently still working on a drawing for Taz.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'll message you. I will message you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna change the thing and I'm gonna send you all off on this raid. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.